Hello.
Hey, you. How
Hey.
you doing?
I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
good. Yeah, I'm good.
We're going to mix it up a bit today
We are.
and hand it over to Tren
Yes.
and see what she's come up with. So, what are we
Yes.
doing?
We are going to talk about yes and no cards.
Are we?
So quite often, you just want a yes or a no to whatever question you're asking. Sometimes you don't have time or you don't want to know a big detail. You just want yes or no.
That's
Just tell
true.
me.
Because the tarot's so hard to work with yes and no,
It
isn't it? Because
is.
it's so detailed.
And it's very much, I would think it's very much how you feel in the moment.
Yeah, this is
You know,
true
you,
too.
you you could pick a card and just go, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. To me, she's a yes, you know, but tomorrow she might be a hell no.
So, before we get too carried away, I'll draw a card for
Yes,
the episode.
yes.
What
What?
is it that we need to be mindful of during this episode, and how can we best help our listeners and viewers? Those are different questions.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Let's see what
Yes.
we need today.
So just while Lou's shuffling, Lou and I have many, many years experience of reading the tarot and teaching the tarot and talking about tarot and
Creating workshops
it's
and
all that. So we've kind of got a good handle on the tarot, but again, every day is different. Every day is different. So what have we got for today for this episode?
we're using the dragon deck, and we've drawn the Two of Swords, which looks like this,
It's
right?
interesting.
Isn't it? Typically, this card it can be about indecision or sitting on the fence or
Yeah.
um, uncertain which direction to go to. But what it also talks about is, I love the card because it's the minor version of the High Priestess. So I feel it's
Yeah.
very much about you need to go within to
Mm.
find the answers. So whatever we're sharing today,
Yes,
you'll have your own take
exactly.
on it. Now I'm going to look at the subconscious piece
Yes,
just
what is
as we
it?
can. We have the Chariot.
Oh,
So to me, the Chariot is very much a moving forward card and taking direction. So
mm,
I feel like for the episode,
mm,
when you trust what you're given, come out of hiding,
very
which is
much.
what I'm making trendy today in a
Yeah.
way. Come out of hiding because you're headed in the right direction, which is what that feels like.
Yeah.
Talk about yes, no. I see the Chariot as a yes card. Now, what do I see the Two of Swords as? I see that as a
I would say a
maybe.
maybe as
It's a
well,
maybe,
because
right?
very definitely with the devil, not the dragon tarot, completely enclosed. So you really have shut everything out. Whereas in the Rider Waite or others, it's just the
Just the
blindfold. It's
blindfold,
just the
yeah.
blindfold. But this is completely covering you wholly, wholest bowlers, aren't you? Completely. So you really are shutting the rest of the world out to go within.
Absolutely. And that's great because that kind of says to us about the episode today is to not worry about what you've learned or heard before. Don't allow the outside chatter to
No,
take over.
exactly.
We're just offering something about the yes and no that might
Yeah,
be a little different to what you've heard before. It
exactly.
may not,
Yeah. You
but it
might have,
may
yeah,
be. So, yeah, it's about take it in and feel it, remember, because we're not saying do everything we say.
no,
But yeah,
no,
interesting
it
that that
is.
would be the card.
It's very much about, yeah, we're giving our feelings for certain cards.
Yeah.
You're going to have different feelings.
Absolutely. And we need
So,
to, like, you guys need to honor that and
yeah,
respect your own stuff. But I'm fascinated to get into this because
yeah,
Trent's done a bit of work to,
yes. Now,
yeah, let's see what he's come up with.
now I've taken this from the tarotelements.com. So
Okay.
it was a really interesting article. Now, when we're talking about yes and no, just hang on. Excuse me.
See just while we're human for a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, when we're talking about yes and no, be deck specific. If you work with the Rider Waite all the time, use them. If you don't work with the light seers, but go, I'm going to use these for you might have different. It's not going to feel right when you're asking yes and no. You know, but if I tried to use the Dragon Tarot from a yes and no, it wouldn't work because I'm not comfortable. I'm not familiar with them. That's how I see it. You
Got
have
it.
to be familiar with your
Got it.
cards.
Yeah, because different cards can have a slightly different meaning. Like Tren pointed that out
Yeah.
a second ago, where she was like, the two of swords in the dragon is really letting us know that we've gone
Yeah.
completely within. We've shut off the rest of the world. Whereas the two of swords in
And the
the
rider
right
weight,
way isn't like that.
it's just the
It's just the
blindfold.
blindfold. She's still sitting
Yeah.
there in the open. All the other symbols seem pretty much the same,
Same.
but interesting that that would show
Yeah.
itself that way.
Yeah.
So one might give you a stronger yes or a stronger no,
Exactly.
right? Or a
Yeah.
stronger maybe.
And this is also depending on the images on the cards and how you feel when that card appears.
Yeah, so very,
Yeah.
very
It's
important
very,
to
it's trusting your feel, it's trusting what you get when that card turns up.
very interesting.
Yeah.
What else are you got?
Now with the
Be
core card,
deck
yeah,
specific. Okay.
and then I would find, and this is me, I find the court cards still quite difficult to get a handle on sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
because they're, and again, different decks, they're all different. They have different energies, they have different images. And so the rider weight, oh no, I was gonna find a thing. Oh, there he is. So if we go the rider weight, that to me is not quite sure. It's a maybe card. But if I try and
Okay.
find the same Page of Swords in something else in the Dragons and Light Seas, it's going to have a different feeling about it.
Let's have a look.
All right, let's find
Yeah, you do that.
I'm going to find the Page of Swords in my Light Seers. Just one moment, please, while I find.
Yeah, I just think let's have a look and just see what the difference is so we can share that with you guys. So it's
Because, and again, I'm just going to pull out. I just saw something. Anyway, get her out. Page of Swords I'm looking for. I'm just going to pull out a few court cards
okay.
so you can see the difference when we're talking. And again, this comes back to, there he is. This comes back to choosing your deck. So Rider Waite, Page of Swords, to me, he's a maybe. In the Light Seers, the feeling to me is a yes, because the way her body language, yes, she's walking a tightrope. Oh, I always think it's a tightrope, but it's actually a sword that she's walking. I always think it's a tightrope, but it's a sword. To me, that's a yes, because she's on her way. She's got the ideas that she's working with. She's studying with that book open. To me, that's a yes. So you can see the difference for me in the two different decks. So if I went, I'm just going to go, should I take this job? And this came up, the Page of Swords and the Rider Waite. I go, oh, maybe there's more information I need. But if I did it with the Light Seers, I'd go, okay, yeah, I can really learn from this new job. So it's a different way. And then we've got the Page of Swords in the Dragon. A bit hard to see. So I'm just going to have a look. Oh, I get a maybe again. I get a maybe just because of the way the dragon has turned his head. So looking backwards, it's like, oh, maybe I should stay where I am. Maybe there's more to be learnt.
Yeah, interesting.
So if you put those three cards together, so we're talking about court cards here. See how different they are. You're going to get a different answer from different cards. And again, it's how you feel with those cards. So
Interesting. Keep them for the. Oh no, I'll need to keep them on up for the photo.
So, and even like with the Queen of Swords in the Light Seers is very much direct, and that's the Queen of. Is that the Queen of Swords? Queen of Swords and the Dragon. I don't know if I've got her out. Like, to me, Queen of Swords for the Light Seers is a yes.
Yeah,
Definitely a yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a maybe with the Dragon Queen of Swords, because again,
she's put her head down.
Got a head down.
Yeah.
Got a head down. It's oh, hang on, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about it. What was the other one I pulled out? Page of Wands with the Light Seers. It's a yes because of that excitement.
Oh, absolutely. Look
the
at
excitement,
that. Yeah.
in the Light Seers. King of Swords in the Light Seers. I'm leaning more towards a yes. It's like he's made his decision.
Yeah, it's like his body's language is open and he's relaxed about it, isn't it?
Yeah. You know, King of Wands in the Rider Waite. Again, I'd say yes, the way he's facing. It's like again, it's like I made a decision. I'm now just waiting for other people to come on board, basically.
Yeah,
It's a yes.
so what I'm hearing you say, and correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong, is that when we're working with the court cards,
Yeah.
that it's really important that we pay attention to their body language.
Yes, I think so. And that's what I do anyway, with especially with the court cards. I look at their body language. It's just innately what I do. Because again, sometimes if this is in a reading and it's about love life, I go, oh, hang on, all right. But I'm looking at his feet going, maybe he was a bit hesitant.
Yeah, and that's the Page of Swords.
That's Page of Swords in the right way. Yeah. So it's like I look at the body language on court cards. That's how I understand them a little bit better when they are in readings. And again, use it the same when you're doing the yes and no and the maybes.
Makes sense.
So that's the court card. So if you are confused, oh, sorry, look at the body language because they are all different. And again, the different decks are all different.
That's a really good tip, Trent.
Yeah. So the other thing that was mentioned was your question. Okay. Make it specific. So if you say, am I going to meet my life partner? Probably. Probably. Eventually you might. You'll meet somebody. But if you say, am I going to meet the love of my life by the end of April and he's going to bring happiness and everything, I know it's a big long-winded thing, but it's giving the tarot a little bit more to work with. And again, and what actually I'm going to come back to the questions now. One of the questions, the lady from I imagine she's a lady, the tarot elements, she said, if you pull the Fool card for your yes and no, and you say, will he stay with me? Will I get the job? And is this person coming into my life going to be good for me? And you got the Fool. Well, yes, that's a yes card, isn't it? But that's positive questioning too. It's asking positively. But if you flip those questions to be negative and it's like, will he leave me? Will I lose the job? Will this person be bad for me? Yes, because you got Phil. So it's like how you ask the question.
That is a really good point.
And again, and I'm coming back to the tarot elements here. And she said you can use the same thing for the Three of Swords. If you use the same questions, will he stay with me? Will I lose the job? Will he be good for me? And you get the Three of Swords, yeah, probably. But if you change the questions to will he leave me? Will I lose the job? The Three of Swords are going to go no. So it's how you word the question, because you can have the same card for positive and negative questions. And it's got to be more effective, I suppose, in your questioning. And I suppose, in a sense, be quite specific.
Yeah, I think the questioning does need to be specific.
Yeah.
Not so
open-ended. It's like, will I get the job? Well, what job?
If you're after yes and no.
If you're after yes and no. If you say, will I get the job at Woolies by the end of April? That's giving you a bit, specific. That's more specific than will I get the job? Well, what job? What job? You've applied for 10, what job?
Yeah.
So this is, again, if you're going back to that yes and no, because that's all you're asking. You can ask yes and no and get the Empress, and then go, well, I want more information. To me, she's a yes.
Yeah, she's a yes.
But you go, okay, the next one is Strength. So they're both yeses.
Yeah.
But how you're going to work through that creativity, that brings something to being, you need to have strength. So yes, you're using the yes and no's, which is fine, but then also build on those yes and no's to get more information. Make sense?
It does make sense.
So, and we've talked about the time frame. So it's like bring in a time frame, instead of going, in 12 months' time, will I meet this? Because it's not.
Time's a funny thing. I don't know how you do it, Trent, but I know for myself, rather than say by the year 2027, I might pose it as will this happen by the second time? After the second time, since I've asked this question, the Christmas tree energy comes around again.
Oh, okay. So you're putting an event on things.
Event on it because I find that, pardon me, timing because time is like this. If you say Christmas time, it can be really hard. I think you got to be really
Really
specific about
specific.
what you're talking about, you know.
Yeah.
And often, like, because I'll pluck an event out of the
The ether.
yeah, out of the ether. I'm like, what am I trying to say? Yeah, out of the ether. Like,
Yeah.
when someone might come to see me, and I'll be like, oh, will this outcome be arrived and manifested in earthly form before the energies of, I don't know, Australia Day
Exactly. Yeah. Easter.
2026
Yeah.
come around again, you
Yeah.
know, or those energies flow through this person's timeline, not my timeline.
Yes, that
their
person.
timeline.
Because it's different. Everybody's different. They're all on their own time zones, aren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, timing's really
It's a little
good.
bit
It is
difficult,
difficult, but it's great the
but if
way
you
that
can,
you're
yeah,
saying in
yeah,
terms of asking for yes or
yeah,
no
yes or no.
to be specific.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like really drill it down, I suppose, too.
Yeah, drill it
So
down.
the other thing this lady said is to avoid using the word should.
Ah,
And we
yes.
should not, we shouldn't be using should anyway, should we?
Need to choose a different word.
Choose a different word. But should sort of is making it like asking for permission. Should I do this? And you're asking the permission from the tarot. Well,
That's a really
you know,
good point. Yeah.
should I apply for this job? Well, it's up to you. I mean, you might
Yeah,
get
free will, right?
yeah, you've got it. You might get a yes. You apply for it, and then you go, well, should I get the job?
Yeah,
Well,
no.
it might be no, but the way you've worded it, it's going to give you a different answer.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I like how you said should is sounding like you're seeking permission. Yeah. No, this is your life, right?
Exactly. And who are you seeking permission from?
Exactly.
It's yourself. You're the one who's making the decisions. But then if you say, should I get the job or should I buy this house? Well, then you try if it doesn't work out the way you want it, who are you going to blame? Because when we say should, we always seem to blame somebody for something not working out the way we wanted it.
Yeah. Because that shit's got to stop too, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
we can't keep putting blame on outside influences, I suppose.
No, not at
And
all.
again, if we're asking, should I buy this house and the Empress? Well, yes, it's definitely a yes. But then you buy the house and it's got termites in it. You know what I mean? You didn't ask, we didn't prepare the question properly, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this house I'm looking at, would it be good for me and my family to buy? You might get a different answer because it might say, it might be a maybe, and you ask another question. It's like, well, should I get a building inspection? Not should. Would it be a good idea to get a building inspection? You're going to keep going
Would
like
it be a
that.
benefit? Yeah.
Yeah, sort of you're changing your language around your tarot
To get your yes or
to
no.
get to your yes and no. And by changing your language, you're going to get a deeper yes or no, I suppose, a deeper answer. Now, the other thing that she was talking about was reverse cards. Now, I don't,
interesting.
yeah,
What's
I
she say
don't,
about
yeah,
that?
I don't use reverse cards, but she's saying if you use them, if it's a common practice in your practice and you're using reverse cards, use them. If you don't use them, don't start. Not for your yes and no's. Because if you pull the Empress and it's to you, it's a yes, it's not going to change that yes if it's upside down. She's still going to be positive for me. But I don't,
Right.
whereas I'm trying to find
Come up the page.
page. Where's the page? This page. I'm trying to find like a very negative card to me. There you go. To me, definitely a no.
Yeah.
Definitely a no.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. But if I turn it round, to me, it doesn't change. It just may be that, whatever you're asking is going to be a more internal thing. Still a no, but it might just be you need to work more on yourself. That's what I'm looking at. And that's the Three of Swords. Sorry, I should have said it was the Three of Swords from the Rider-Waite. To me, it's not changing from being upright to reversed. It's still a no.
Yeah, okay.
But again, it's very much make sure that um, if you use reverse cards, keep doing it, but do not just start using reverse cards because you think you're going to get another answer. To me, if it's a negative card or a maybe card, upside down, it's not going to change. It's not going to bring another energy to it. It's still the same. It might be, if it does come out reversed, it might be that you need to do more internal work in yourself. It's still going to be a yes or no, but it might just be, if it's the judgment might be a yes, but if you turn it upside down, it might just be still a yes, but you might just have to take a stand back.
So
And
essentially, the reverse card in a yes or no
Yeah.
can give you additional information
different additional information,
on the
exactly,
how
on the
to.
how to. It could, it could just be yes, it's a yes, but maybe the time's not right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a yes, but I need to work more on myself, or I need to get my body healthy, or I need to do more spiritual work before the actual event takes place, before I'm ready to go yes.
That is very clever.
Yeah, I just
I
thought it
like
was
that,
really
yeah.
good.
I like that.
So yeah.
Very
and
good.
I really liked the way she said to pick your deck. That was, to me, a big thing for me when I was researching it. And I thought, I wouldn't have thought choosing the right deck for the right question, I suppose, because the rider weight may give you a different answer than the light seers.
Yeah.
But again, it's very much how you feel when certain cards come up. You're not, when they first came out, you're not looking at the meaning of the card. It's just intuitively yes or no. It's how you see that card, yes or no. And again, it is, that's what you've asked. It's not going to be, what more do I need to do, and how do I hesitate, and my head's stuck in the clouds. It's like, no, as soon as that card comes out, it's a yes or no.
Yeah.
Once you have that yes or no, then you can go in and know, what else do I need to know from this card?
That's that layered thing to it, isn't it?
Yeah. Go into deeper, or I need to know more information about what's happening, but it's that initial, you've asked your question, your intention was yes or no. And it's funny because in this tarot element, she's given a list of all her yes, no, and maybes. And we were looking at them before, and it's like some of them we just go, oh no.
Yeah, some like totally don't agree.
Yeah.
No, don't see it that way.
I think death is a yes.
I think death
I
is
think
a
it's a
yes.
yes.
I think death is a yes.
Yeah. What were the other one? What we were thinking?
And she had death as what? Maybe.
She had death as no.
I mean, she had as no.
No. But that was her feeling.
Yeah, right.
That's what
Which
I'm saying.
She's got to go with, right?
It's what
I'd be really interested to see how listeners see the death card.
Yes.
Listeners and viewers, how do you see the death card?
Yes.
Do you see it as a yes, a no, or a maybe?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Comment on all the channels and let us know.
Yeah, because and as we discussed, both of us think the King and Queen of Swords are yeses.
Yeah.
You
I definitely see that as a yes because the head's clear.
The head's clear.
The head's clear and it's very direct.
Yeah.
It's to the point. It's sharp. It's direct. That's how
we see that. Yeah. What was the? Oh, you saw the Emperor as a yes.
I did see him as a yes because he's structured and he's like, it's my way.
Exactly.
So to me, that's a yes. I would see, I'm just trying to think, what would I see as a no? The Ten of Swords is a fuck no.
Oh, that's a definite no, isn't it?
Definite fuck no. And I would see the Nine of Swords as no.
I would see the Five of Cups
as no. Yeah. Agreed. Totally agree with that.
Devil, definitely no.
Yeah, he's no.
Definitely. And the Tower, definitely no.
No. Interesting. I see the Fool as yes. I see the Magician as yes.
Yes.
I see the Empress as yes.
Yes.
I see the Lovers as yes, which means I also see the Two of Cups as yes. Yeah.
So it's just interesting how the cards can come out. So even with, and this is on top, the Hangman and the Light Seers deck, to me that's a maybe, because she's quite literally she's upside down, she's hanging from something.
Like a hammock, isn't
like
it?
A hammock. Yeah. And to me, she hasn't quite made up her mind. she's still swinging in the air, sort of thing. You know what I mean? She hasn't
Still in the air.
still in the air. Yeah. So, and that's in the light seer's deck. I imagine I'd probably see the hangman in the rider waite as a maybe as well, because he's hanging upside down. So he's still making a decision. You know, hangman is a maybe for me.
Yeah, I can see how he would be a maybe. Absolutely.
So,
Wow, that's been
so it's been, I just thought that was really interesting because
interesting.
quite
Yeah.
often we don't have time, or we just don't have that mental energy to do a Celtic cross spread. Sometimes we just need to know yes or no, in that moment.
Yeah. So if it's a yes or no and it turns out to be a court card, pay attention to the body
language.
If it is a reversed card, that might be just giving you the additional information to the
Exactly.
yes or the no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like trust what you get, go with your feel.
And just be more specific with your questioning.
Yes.
Be quite drill down on that question before you even draw a card, I think, so you've got your time frame, or you've got what you actually want.
And don't use the word should.
And don't use the word should,
Yeah,
because then, that's just opening yourself up to a whole lot of trouble.
Absolutely. Well, that was really informative, Tren.
Oh, good. I
Thank
hope
you.
I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed it. It was just something different, and it's something we do use occasionally, don't we?
Yeah, we do. So yeah, thank you so much.
No, it's been good.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, we hope that you enjoyed that as much as we did. I certainly got a lot out of it. And we will catch your beautiful faces and your listening ears next
Next
time.
time.
Big
See you
love.
later.
Bye.